So one of my goals as a rapper, I'm realizing, lyricist, whatever I'm gonna call myself in the finale, whatever. I don't want to wear a weave. That is my goal. Like, I'll wear like braids, but like when it comes to like the straight hair weave, I said that I'll get my hair blown out when I turn 30, maybe 35. I don't know. I haven't straightened it since I was 21, but I don't want to wear a weave. Like if I ever get a weave, I've been hacked. My insides have been hacked. So hide your wife, hide your kids, hide yourself, because I'm a clone. Because that's my goal. No weaves. Just to elaborate, because people always, oh my god, that stretch was so fucking good. Oh. Okay, I'm back. Just to elaborate, there is nothing wrong with wearing weaves, but unfortunately, we have an abundance of people in entertainment that wear weaves. And all I'm saying is, show me one rapper that didn't have to straighten their hair to be popular. Show me a person in media, like the fact of Amada La Negra wearing that bush, that's not by accident that it's such a big deal that she wore her bush, and that was like the first image that people really saw of her. It's like, even though she switches it up, it's like that was the first image. My thing is, I ain't trying to switch it up. I feel as though there are so many styles that you can do with natural fucking hair. I'm trying to try all of them. I hurt myself. But point being, that is my goal. It used to break my heart when I was a teacher, seeing them little girls that struggled to love themselves. It is nothing wrong with wearing weaves. Do you love yourself without the weave? Do you love yourself without the makeup? Oh my God. My little girls used to come in like full fucking face. Meanwhile, a bitch still got crust in her eyes because I forgot to wash my face this morning. And you know what? I was still loving myself, crusty face and all. And you beat, and you can still see the self-hate. You know? So all I'm saying is, I just want it to be more normalized for people to look regular, because the reality is, I'm personally not comfortable with bringing up a child where the standard is a beat face and a 20-inch weave. That makes me, I know, guys, if you raise your child strong enough, they are able to block all that shit. But the reality is, it is an attack on humanity right now, and the mental, the brain, okay? So what I'm saying is, there are so many different ways that shit is coming. It could come from schooling. It could come from the internet, social media. It's kind of the same. But my point is music, because I remember like growing up always hearing like thick thighs, chinky eyes, skinny waist, something face, and but you know what I'm saying, like you hear it. Men, I'm not a man, so this is not for my little boys and my men. I don't know what y'all fully go through. I just have ideas and theories. But my point is, from the woman perspective, from someone who used to be a little girl, that is overwhelming as fuck. Don't nobody come around saying like, oh, I need a nigga with a big dick to fuck, and he better not have a big gut. They just be learning to understand that shit and get over it, even though I'm just like, stop drinking beer, because that's what that is. Maybe they are. Maybe I just haven't turned on that song. Maybe they are. I've personally met a lot of women who like them over time. I had a roommate in college, very skinny girl, very, very skinny girl, always had a gut. Her stomach, it was just always poking. And I'm just like, beer cannot be that fucking good. But you know what? The same way I don't smoke to look cute, you're not drinking to look cute. You do you with that beer belly, girl. Get it right. You know what I'm saying? All right, so I have to address this. I was speaking some really good stuff yesterday. It's under balance on my page, like in those little highlights. But I had crumbs. Again, just giving you gold in a Ziploc bag. That's all I'm doing. I had a wild dream. This one I'm not sharing. I ain't like it. It was a good lesson, but I ain't like it. So I'll share another day. I have two things. First, why Instagram? No, it's not Instagram fault. Fucking autocorrect. If I write a real word, don't autocorrect me to another real word. Bitch, I meant prove, not price. The fuck? Personal. Side note. Oh, I have not been spazzing as much. Shout out to you, Tasia. I was thinking, and I realized during summers especially, but I'm realizing it because I'm unemployed right now. When I wake up, I'm self-employed right now. When I wake up in the mornings, there's no one to talk to. So if I'm not making videos, I'm not talking. Reflecting on that, I've realized with my voice being silenced, it was half of people not listening and some of there was no one ever around to listen. Oh my God, it sounds so sad. Jesus. For all my lonely children out there, my only children as well, because you don't got to be both, but it does happen. There is overlap. Hug yourself today, Hug yourself. Hug the inner child in you, man. Do it. My family suffers from this is personal. Some people might disagree. But we just ignore the women. All the signs. We're the caretakers. Not to fuck me. But that's kind of the thing. And there are some things in me where I get into that habit, but trust me, I'm nothing like the extremes that I was raised to be. And it's very unfortunate because it's I got this line in my book where I said, I love my black women. I was raised by such strong something. People don't check on them much. Check on these black women, right? Just because I smile don't mean I'm happy. What was that post I had? Just because you never seen me cry don't mean I'm breaking. Just because I say I'm okay does not mean I'm okay. And to be truthfully honest, acknowledgement of that does not mean I am broken. It does not mean that I need someone to coddle me. It just means acknowledge it or just be there. Sometimes you don't have the words. You don't need them, right? I was so proud when I taught my 8th graders to just put their hand on each other's shoulders. Because I just wonder, I recall I did a presentation in the 8th grade. And it was about my grandma. And that was the same year that she died. And I remember crying when I presented. And I got a bad grade on that report. And I fucking hated that teacher. It was bitch, you could have let me redo it. You could have, understood. You could have something. You could have did something. But that was a tough lesson for me. That showed me, people are cold-hearted. But I think the biggest thing I got from it also was nobody cares. Because even in that moment, I don't remember anybody saying Tasia, are you okay? Now, granted, I could have blocked all this shit out. I just remember running off. That's it. And it's analogous to life. This is the month my grandma died. And I think she died in 2006. Yeah, so it's about to be 13 years. Wow, she died when I was 13. That's crazy. Rebirth. in these moments where, like, I know my mom is going through seasonal depression, I'm real live, like, I don't, I don't, I don't want to say entertain, but it's like hurt people hurt people. And in these moments, I'm not as open to conversing about stuff because I know, like, it's a sensitive moment. But I am proud to say that I'm now at a place where I acknowledge it instead of me just being that little girl who's like, my mom lost her mom, so I gotta be strong for her. I can't be offended by it. It's like, you're doing a lot. I need you to reset your energy because I didn't do anything to receive that. I know you're hurting, but it's too much. Or like sometimes she's fussing and I just give her a hug and then I walk off because it's like, again, hurt people, but I'm trying not to be a hurt person anymore. So let me heal you through this hug. Y'all see that? This big thing of pennies. I'm literally like separating my change, the silver, from the pennies because I'm about to go use all these to buy some backwoods or something. Some roll up. See if they add up. Metro does not take anything lower than a nickel. And the devil is alive. You thought I was going to get caught up in that shit. Also, who bent my nickel? Oh, this an old nickel. I remember as a child, I went to the Subway with one of my old best friends and her grandma. And she basically, we didn't have no money, but her grandma was like, you can have any of the money in the coin jar. You thought I wasn't? Bitch, we walked out of there with at least 3 foot longs. This back when they was $5 foot long. So we counted up $15 of change. Probably was even able to get a cookie and a drink. I counted out for you too. Ain't no shame in my game. Y'all better stop being shameful. I remember they were shameful that day. I was hungry. Okay? Right now, I want to smoke, but I'm not going to spend my cash on roll up. Because I need to invest in some filters for my raw papers. But until that day, because I'm not walking that far, right? I'm going to use these pennies that ain't nobody going to use. There's another penny. I feel like I'd be such a asshole / dickhead if I still brought the silver and after I'm done counting the pennies and they like, okay, so that's blah, blah, blah. I'll be like, oh. And they looking at me like, bitch, why the fuck you ain't use all them silvers? Because the silver is the extra. It's not going to be the main. I got to use these pennies first. I used to really like listening to Jones. I think 2 of my favorite Jones might be saying somebody smell like hot dog water or saying somebody smell like a bunch of pennies out of jar. I don't know how they used it, but it was the funniest shit I ever heard. Because, change, suffocated change stinks. Like when there's no fresh air getting in there. I'm not even going to take the silver. I'm not going to take it. Whatever. So, first thing it is, $7.99 was my total. I did not use all of it. Second thing, guy was getting frustrated. He was y'all like mad at me. Mind you, it was a nigga that literally had just come into the store and robbed him. So I bet you wish that nigga would have counted some pennies, huh? When her said, because I keep forgetting, I'm not going to forget this time. When her said, I'm singing cause I'm done screaming now. It's like, ooh.
She lie about everything. I put her on time out and everything. I cut the bitch off like a thread of string. These hoes say about it.
I wish I could make videos to other people's songs. I mean, I kind of can. I'm up and stomping. Rose and garden. Came out from the spot, my chains is on. Never come back, I'ma get a soul track.
I roll another KD. Fuck with me. I ain't now from the spot. They got me. I'm bumping Starfish. Rose and got it. Ain't now from the spot. My chains is on me.
Whoo, wow, some things go over my head. I just realized what DNA stood for. Oh. What do you